In this section, we will discuss how it is possible to graphically visualize information and the stories that the data tell us. Alberto Cairo is an internationally known data visualization guru. In his book, The Functional Art, he explains how the transformation of data and numbers into graphic form allows everyone to know the stories behind that data and those numbers, which at first risked remaining hidden or understood only by a few. Data visualization is a crucial aspect. It is essential to choose a visualization mechanism that is appropriate for the type of data available, because if chosen correctly, it will allow for a full understanding of the meaning of the data. If chosen incorrectly, it can distort the meaning completely. It is therefore necessary to be very careful when creating data visualizations. In choosing how to visualize the data, you should evaluate two things: the nature of the data and the goal to be achieved by visualizing them. We can transpose the data into different types of graphs. It is postulated that for each type of data, there is a type of graph. Let's review them. The line chart is ideal to show a trend over time and the changes in a phenomenon. The dates are entered onto the x-axis and the quantities onto the y-axis. So if, for example, you want to see the trend of the gross domestic product over the last 15 years, you would make a line chart. When the values of each element do not have a mutual relationship with each other, or when it's important to highlight some specific values, such as the population of different countries, a histogram is preferable. A variation of the histogram is the horizontal bar chart, which is very useful if you have many long labels to show or create a ranking. Here, the information is on the left part of the display, so more space is left and the reading is made easier and more pleasant. There is also the pie chart, which has a very precise rule. All the values in the chart must add up to the whole. The sum of all the values is the total, while individually depicted data represents a part of the total. The donut chart is a variant of the pie chart. It is often used in the political sphere to indicate the distribution of the majority and the opposition in Parliament. Viewing data on a map has a fundamental requirement. That is, the data must contain at least one geographical dimension. Representing data on a map can be done in three ways: dots, which indicate the geographical locations, with specific coordinates, latitude and longitude, to which the data refers, addresses, cities, etc. Lines, which indicate a set of connected dots and related data, roads, routes. Perimeters, that is, polygons that delineate certain areas related to the data. Neighbourhoods, municipalities, provinces, regions, nations. There are also different types of maps, which show the phenomena as distributed across geographical areas. The choropleth, which shows a range of colours from the darkest shade to the lightest, based on the size of the data. In this case, we see that the circulation of newspapers is greater in the north and less in the south. Cartograms, which use the same dynamic as the choropleth, but with the perimeters modified according to the quantity of the data. The heat map, which has an underlying rationale, shows the colour of the map as more intense where there is a greater concentration of dots, and less intense where there is a lower concentration. In order to visualize a set of information, or even a group of graphs, more effectively, infographics are increasingly used. That is, boxes of in-depth information on a phenomenon, accompanied by visualizations. Infographics may touch on a single aspect or size of a given phenomenon, or they can be made up of multiple visualizations that describe more information and compare more indicators, always on the same phenomenon.